Girls Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be reviewing The Boy Is Back by Meg Cabot. And although this is in like a series, you can read it as a standalone. So this was a book that I purchased myself because I'm an absolute massive fan of Meg Cabot and her books. And this is actually my first adult book that I've read by her because I've grown up on her children's book series. And so this was like a new experience for me. Now this book is actually told through like text messages, emails, there's like newspaper clippings, and I liked that sort of structure to this book. So what the general storyline of this book is about, we have the main girl character, and I believe her first name is Becky Flowers, and she has an ex called Reed Stewart, and something happened between them. They were like high school romance, and then they split up, and Reed went off to do some golf, so he's like famous doing golf tournaments and stuff, and Becky Flowers has sort of been doing this job where she sort of sorts out people's places and homes where they live. And so one day, this is like 10 or so years later, and Reed's parents are going through this massive dilemma. They like in a restaurant, instead of paying a bill, they give this postage stamp which is meant to be believed to be like thousands of pounds, but it turns out it was only worth £4, and so there's this big massive blow up because of that, and they're like, oh, do they have some sort of weird dementia thing going on? And so Becky is hired to sort their house out because they might have to sell their house and stuff because there's like money problems. And so Reed comes back and he's just sort of like wanting to get Becky back, but she has a boyfriend, and there's just all this sort of thing going on. And Reed is the sort of guy, he doesn't really stick to having girlfriends. He's kind of like, you know, he'll have them for a week and then he'll dump them sort of thing. And so obviously Becky, with seeing that Reed is back, she's just like, hey man, like we broke up sort of thing, but you know, they developed this sort of like really good friendship like throughout her sorting out Reed's parents' place. And yeah, it's just a really interesting book. And to get it from like emails and text messages, you can sort of see the romance, you can see the friendship, and you can see it from like all perspectives this way. And that's great because we've got like Reed's brother and his brother's wife and Reed's sister. And you know, there's some like hilarious moments as well, like, you know, with the kids wearing like the Indian costume around school and stuff. And it's just like there's some bits that are so witty, and I feel like you've got to have that sort of like humour to really sort of understand this book. But I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, and like how it was structured, it's sort of different. And I think that's just why I like it as well. It's kind of unique. Yes, okay, it could have been a really good story if we got it like from two perspectives, or even from Becky's perspective of a whole book, but I like this structure because you saw it from everybody's perspective. You saw everything that was going on, like even from the parents and all that, and from like the social side of it, like with the newspapers and all that. And I think that's just why I appreciated this book more. So yeah, either way, like it could have been a good story, but I just feel like the structure of this book really sort of brought the story across and all that. I know this book kind of has a little bit of a hit and miss with people because of the structure, but honestly I feel like if you actually appreciated the structure and you actually just sort of like read it with it, then I feel like you would actually enjoy it. But this book was just so good. I loved like the writing and everything. Meg Cabot is amazing as always, so I will give it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. Definitely, you need to pick it up and give it a read. Like I say, you can read it as a standalone, you don't have to read it as part of the series, just like what I did. But yeah, that's all for this book, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and leave me any comments down below. But all in all, keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!